4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 y 10. Muy bien.
Ay.
Muy bien.
Uy.
Las rodillas.
Yeah.
I've been a physical therapist for 15 years. I've been working for the Visiting Nurse Service of New York for 4 years now. 146/80. Really helping people to stay out of the hospital, helping people stay at home within the community, and helping them to maximize, the value and the independence of their lives.
The negative effect of going to a nursing home, often they're just not as well taken care of. They become isolated, depressed, they're not familiar with their surroundings. Unless you have family that are there every day to advocate for what's going on, they're going to die much quicker.
It needs the world so that I can have my family come to visit me. I'd rather be home.
So, I'm going to move this rug, this one here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You can slip on this. Maybe, I don't think it's the safest, okay? I'm going to move this away.
All right.
To have Medicaid, your income can only be $825, and your assets can only be $14,850.
She comes like, in the afternoon? Yeah, I think Tuesday. She's been here a very long
Estaban
time.
ellos chiquitos.
She said we were small when we moved in.
92.
92.
My mother has arthritis all over her body. I mean, all her joints. She's been suffering from this for many, many years.
So if you're $55 over the Medicaid limit, you can give that money back to Medicaid every month. You would have to write a check out to Medicaid every month. And then you can receive Medicaid. And the benefit of having Medicaid, the big benefit of Medicaid, is that you get free home care.
Take all your medications today?
Yes, that's you. That one this afternoon.
He's got a medical history that includes diabetes, Parkinson's disease, and coronary artery disease. Mr. Hodge had fallen at home and ended up in the hospital. After the hospital stay, he wound up going to a subacute rehab facility.
I used to think that'll never be me. But never say never. I need people to help me take a bath. I need people to, I can't do nothing much for myself. That's terrible. And thank God for people like Mark. We hit it off right away. He's a nice fellow.
Mr. Hodge is really fortunate and is really lucky that he's able to stay home, to be able to maintain his independence in his home. Unfortunately, not everybody is as lucky as Mr. Hodge.
If you don't qualify for Medicaid, you can't get the care you need. And it's awful. The system is awful. And people get so upset because they're like, I worked my whole life, how come this is happening? And it overwhelms families. There's so much stress being put on the families because they have to work.
It is worth it. At the end of
Miss
the day,
Natera had
smile
fainted and
just-
collapsed in the home. I know Miss Natera really wanted to go home, but she had barriers and obstacles to have to overcome. She lived in a walk-up apartment with no elevator, and her apartment was not easily able to be negotiated with a walker or a wheelchair, and the room where she was staying was not large enough to fit a hospital bed.
The tenants in these apartments were going to give the last room to put the elevator. It would have made it much more easy, and still some of the people would have been here if such elevator were ever built.
they don't care about their elders because she's paying such low rent. They don't want to do anything about it because they know they can, as soon as she passes, they can charge, you know, quadruple the amount.
And everybody's on a fixed income, which means they don't have the resources to move. And the only other option would be for her to become institutionalized.
In the rehab facility, she felt very lonely because she couldn't communicate because she didn't have many people that talk Spanish.
I'm 79 years old. December the 14th, I'll be 80 years old. I never looked for this, but it's here and I have to deal with it. And one of the great things about dealing with it is the fact that I can deal with it at home.